Hey guys, it's your boy Patty's World FBA here. So today is going to be episode one of our new series. It's literally starting an Amazon business from nothing, like absolutely nothing. So we're going to be collecting bottles, using that money to build a business. So if you guys don't know who I am or anything about me, my name's Brandon. It's not actually Patty or Pat or anything. That was a work nickname, and it just kind of stuck, and that's as a joke. I just kind of made it as my business name. But I am a construction dad, so I work construction. I do 6 days a week. It's 65, 70 hours a week. It's a lot. And I have two daughters and a wife, and I barely see them. Like, I honestly didn't see my daughters for the first little bit until they got a little older and they were up a little later. But yeah, it sucks. And so what I started doing was selling on Amazon last year. I guess it's been over a year now. November 22nd, 2022, I started selling on Amazon because I don't want to do that anymore, right? I don't want to be construction dad stuck in not seeing my family. So I decided I'm gonna start selling on Amazon on the side and replace my income with Amazon. I watched some videos. It was a video I watched. It was like back in June or something that year, 2022. I screenshotted it and I'm like, yeah, I should do this, and just was working a lot, and I just kind of never did it. And then finally, come September, October, I'm like, man, I should do this. And then yeah, November, I just kind of got started. And since I've started, guys, I did over 200,000 in my first year, like my first 12 months. 2023, I did $260,000 in sales. And this again is around my construction schedule, right? So this is someone who's working 6 days a week. I get Sundays off, and then I get after 7, right? So anybody can do this. And a thing I hear a lot is, oh, people don't have the money or they don't have the time. Well, you have the time, right? You got to make the time. You got to prioritize the time if you want to succeed, right? You really can't tell me you don't have the time, because I didn't have the time, but I did, right? I prioritized building a business over watching Lost, as Gary V would say. But yeah, guys, it's kind of been crazy, and what I want to do is show you that those really aren't excuses, and money's not an excuse. So what we're going to be doing in this series, like I said, is we're going to be collecting bottles to get starter money. So I don't know if you guys have refunds for your bottles. In Canada, we do. So when you buy a bottle, you pay any bottle. So you buy like a 12 pack of your favorite Coke or something, right? You pay 10 cents per can plus 2 cents that goes to the environment, whatever. But when you take that bottle back, so say I got this dad's root beer, right? When I take this into a bottle depot, I get 10 cents back for this. So what am doing is going door to door, and I'm asking people for bottles so that I could turn those bottles into money, and then I can turn that money into inventory, and then I can turn that inventory into more money. So I have been out 3 days now bottle collecting. The first week here, the first day was about 4 hours. I think I did, it's like $144. And then the second day was it was a Saturday. It was only like $43, but then I also had my car half full of more bottles to do. But that was, again, like, it was only 2 hours. I just went out for a little bit. And then the day after that, I went out and I did another 150 combined. So I'm at, what is it here? Just want to give you guys accurate numbers, because that's what this is all going to be about, is accurate numbers, keeping track of everything, showing you guys that literally from nothing you can start an Amazon business. So in those 3 days, I made $346.60, and that was 10 hours of work. So I mean, plus fuel, but it's mostly walking until you get enough bottles that you can fill it up, fill your car up. So yeah, $346. I'm going to be using Scoutly. It's an app in Canada that you can scan books and DVDs, and it's going to show you sales rank, it's going to show you profit, it's going to show you something called what is it? It's some kind of score. I'm very new to Scoutly. It's okay, so it's a sales score, and what the sales score is, it is your, okay, I could be wrong, but I believe it's the number of sales in the last 180 days. So I actually have something pulled up right here on my Scoutly. You guys can take a look. This is something I scanned. When you scan, it's going to turn up green or it's going to turn up red. So if you guys look here, it's backwards, and I don't know how to fix that. I'm not a tech dude. But this one sells 74 times in the last 180 days. Right? That's good. It's something I'm going to buy. Green's usually good for that. Red's bad. I should do a video on using Scoutly. I really don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of got it for like my actual Amazon business, and I'm going to be using it for this. But I will be taking the fees out for my Amazon account, so professional seller account, which is $30 a month in Canada. I'm going to be taking out the Scoutly fees, which is $10 US. It's like, say, 15. And then I also use ScanLister to list all my products. It's just what I started using. I asked a question one day. Someone said, try this. I've just been using it. There's probably better options, but this is what I use, and it's working for me. So those 3 subscriptions combined are, what is it? It's like $80 or something a month. So at the first of every month, I'm going to subtract that from the cost as well, so that we can be as honest as you know, as we can, because I want to be as transparent as I can with you guys. I could have just used money and said I went out bottle collecting, but I went out bottle collecting. I definitely did it. I have some videos of me going out and at the bottle depot, so it was a lot of fun. The guy grabbed one of my bags one day. He's like, "Oh, I'll help you out," and then he drops it and busts a bunch of glass, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, like I'm doing this. I'm doing this for you guys to show you that, you know, money's not an excuse. Money's not something that you can say I don't have money, right? Like, because you can get money, and whether that's you bottle collect, and bottle collecting, I mean, you're gonna build up a lot of skills too. You're gonna get a lot of rejection, right? And it's kind of fun. But you do bottle collecting, you can work, right? You can get a job if you don't have a job, or you can just save some of the money you're making from your job. Stop getting, I don't know, stop going out to eat, stop going to movies and stuff. Just like save some of that money. You don't need a lot of money to start selling on Amazon. Another thing you guys can do, sell some of the stuff you have. Sell some of the stuff you have at home on Amazon. Right? Say you have old DVDs and you don't watch them anymore because you have Netflix or any other thing that's a subscription. I don't know, Crunchyroll. You got Crunchyroll. So you don't watch DVDs anymore, right? Sell them on Amazon. Sell your old books on Amazon. Right? It's a good way to clean up your house and also make some extra money. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so that's kind of like my intro to this. Because I like I said, you don't know me. You might not have been following me or seen anything I've done before, and this just might catch your eye. Or you might be one of the bottle people I gave my business card to. Who knows? You just want to learn, or you just want to see like what this guy's up to, right? So let's take a look at our week 1 numbers. So I told you guys I had brought in $346.60. I used that money to go sourcing. I went to thrift stores, I used my Scoutly app, and I scanned books and I scanned DVDs. And I bought a bunch of them. I bought a bunch of really good books and DVDs. I think it ended up being 128 items in total is what I got. I just finished a shipment. I'm not going to, but it's over here. Wait. It's over there. See those boxes on the ground there? So there's 1, 2, and then there's a third one behind me. So it's only 3 boxes. The shipping on that plus prep fee, I don't know how to tell Amazon what's in my boxes. I think I paid an extra $40 just because I don't know how to do that. So shipping was really only 30 or 40, one of the two. But I at least paid an extra $30 just because I don't know how to do box contents. It's something I should learn, but it's something that I just don't let things stop you from building your business or trying, right? Don't try to learn everything all at once. You're like, I need to know this and this and this. It's like, I don't know that. And it's been a year and I still don't know it. And I'm wasting money on it. I know that. Like my other shipment was $70 in extra fees just because I don't know and they have to count it and look at everything. But so my fees might be a little higher than yours will if you know how to do that or if you figure it out. So for the 3 boxes and the 128 items that I have, my shipping fees were $70.11. My shipping supplies, so that's my boxes, my bubble wrap, my tape. I estimated about 10. The boxes were actually free. I got them when I bought some Funkos and they just threw them in there. So nice little pickup for me, you know. But I put $10 for that, and then my inventory cost, I actually ended up spending $259.50 to get all this inventory, and my numbers actually worked out kind of like perfect because that all added up is $339. So I have what, $6.99 left over. So I'm gonna need to go bottle collecting again. So I'll probably do that. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a family day because today is Sunday, and I did not do that because I was working. Yeah, so I'll probably go on Tuesday, and then maybe hit a thrift store, pick up some stuff, and just do it again. Kind of see if we sell anything for next week. Right? Who knows? Like, hopefully some stuff can get in, or hopefully I can get a little early sales, but you never know. Also, guys, these are supposed to be every Sunday release, but I know it's super late, and I apologize. But there was a really, really good sale at Toys R Us last week, and I ended up spending 11 grand in 4 days. I literally drove all over my province to Toys R Us just so I could source, and this garage was absolutely packed. Like my dog couldn't even come in here because it was so packed. I was so frustrating. I was like tripping on stuff. I almost fell. I was knocking stuff over. It was like a nightmare, and it kind of put it off for a couple days, but I spent the last couple days just finishing that. So yeah, this is a little bit late, but you know, it's my first time. So like, you know, we're all learning, and we're all gonna just like do it together, right? But really my goal is to take someone from nothing and to get them making some money, right? So that's really where we want to be. Um, yeah. So like I said, guys, last year I did 260,000 in sales. That is going to change my life. I probably am not going to have to go back to construction this year, which is amazing. I haven't taken any money out because I want to grow the business. Right? It's not an ATM machine for me. It's not a side hustle. I don't want to just take out money to have extra money. I want to grow a business so that I can spend more time with my family and I can just be there, right? I don't have to be tied to waking up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock because I have to go to work for 7 and then be gone until 7 again, right? Don't get home till 7:30. It sucks. So I'm trying to replace that. So all the money that I did end up making, I put back into the business. My profit margin is like 35%. So it was a lot of money, but it's all going back into the business so I can grow it. If you guys want any, I don't know, words, man, it's late. It's like, well, I mean, it's 12:30, but yeah, if you guys want anything specific in these, like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to help out, right? Like, if I can. But if you guys want to see some sourcing, maybe me going out and looking at stuff, how I'm using Scoutly, or if you guys want to watch me walk to houses and collect bottles and take them to the bottle depot, maybe I'll throw some of those clips in. Like, I really don't know. I'll probably end up putting them on shorts or something, just because it's super easy to do, and then I can just, and then you can just see there. I don't know, like, how this should be. It's going to be slow to start because, I mean, we need to get inventory in, and then we need to sell it. Inventory usually takes at least a week to get in, and who knows with this time of year, right? We just had Q4, which is like the busiest time of year, and fulfillment centers get like crazy backed up. So it might take a little longer. Who knows? My shipment luckily is not going far. It's only 3 hours away. So fingers crossed it can get in there in like within the week, and then we can actually start making some sales and showing you guys like, hey, here's the profit, here's what we can do, here's what we did this week. But for now, it's gonna be bottle collecting and buying stuff and then sending it in, and that's really like the reality of it. I'm gonna use my free time to bottle collect on weekends, and then I'm going to go to the thrift store when I have time, and I'm gonna buy DVDs and I'm gonna buy books. Right, like books are huge. Books are where you want to start. They're cheap. They're so cheap. I actually ended up, so I went to a library sale, and I got these books. So I'm there. I'm at this library sale. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a library sale. It's actually kind of hectic, and I don't even live in like a busy Amazon place. I'm in Canada, and I'm like just like a normal city in Edmonton, right? Like we don't have a lot of this kind of fancy stuff like the Amazon stuff. But I go to this book sale and I'm there like, 15, 20 minutes early. I'm like, cool, yeah, I walk in. And there's like 200 or 300 people in line waiting. This place is like wrapped around and like, okay, so like library and then line went all the way down this hall and then around this corner, and then the line came back and around, and then we had to loop back around, and I can't do it justice, but holy crap, I have never seen that many people going to buy books and with their scanners, and everyone has Scoutly and everyone has this, and it's like there's all these cha-ching sounds, because when you get a good book and it's like profitable, it goes like cha-ching. It's kind of cool. Like, let's see. Okay, this DVD, I'll just play it because it's really cool. It's just fun. Oh, it's already on that. Wait, let's just do this. Bear with me, I'm not a tech guy either. You hear that? So like green, good. But that thing was going off like crazy. Oh yeah, the story I was talking about. So I'm at this book sale, and this old lady who works there is like super nice, and you just be friendly with people when you're out, when you're sourcing stuff. Just be super friendly, talk to people, especially employees, right? They can help you out. This lady comes and she has a box of books, and she's like, la la la, and she puts it down, and then I just grab one out of it and I scan it, and these books, soft covers $1, hard covers $2. So I scan this one, and it's like cha-ching, $500. I'm like, holy sh! No way. And there's 2 of them in the box. So I'm like, yoink the box, right? There's like, they're books on stamps or something. But there was 2 for 500. No, these don't sell like very often or very fast. But for $1, I'm going to buy a book that sells for $500, right? Like, you would be crazy not to do that. Absolutely insane. Even if it sells once every 3 years. Like, I put $1 in, and then 3 years from now I make 500. Pretty sweet. So yeah. So I get that, and it's like 500, 200, 130, 80, 50. And this box is just a gold mine. Like, so much money out of this box. I think it was like 13 books. It was something, like $13 is gonna turn into. I want to say it was something like $2,000, close to $2,000. Even if it was like 1,000, even if it's $500, right? Like $13 to that's insane. So I actually did ship some of those out because, like, why not? If I get it, I'm gonna get a bunch of money and be super happy, and then I can make a video and be like, "Dang, we did it!" So that's exciting. But yeah, I don't really know where I was or where I'm going or my layout at all. I'm kind of a rambler, like that kind of person. But when you guys are sourcing, when you guys do get a little bit of money, and I mean like a little bit of money, like I said, $13 into like 1,000, pretty good, right? But say you have $100 and you want to go sourcing. You guys are going to go with like thrift stores, Goodwill, Value Village, Savers, your little mom and pop thrift stores. Even you could even check out like pawn shops, stuff like that. Book sales if you have them. Book sales are phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Like the profit in these book sales is crazy. And the reason I'm bringing up books is because like when you start with books. Like, that's just kind of your natural progression of like where do I start? You you start with books because books are cheap, right? Like you pay $1 or $2, or sometimes you get books for free. Like you pay almost nothing for books. You are going to learn very fast. You are going to learn how to source these. You are going to learn how to list these, right? You're going to learn how to ship them. You're going to learn how everything works. And at the end of the day, if you buy 10 books and it's $20 and they sucked, well, you're out what? Like you're $20 for your books and then you're out your shipping. Like it's nothing. It's like to test out a business and be like, oh, what works, what doesn't, and then just readjust. It's like, oh, I bought this one and it had a rank of this, but it didn't sell. Well, just don't buy that rank anymore. Right? That's really it. Like, just try to get better ranks or try to get better profit. I do have videos about that kind of stuff. Kind of. They're not great, but I'm trying. Sorry, I'm coughing. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are doing that, you just do it as you do it. Like I watched a video and then I just started doing it, and then you just learn it, and you're like, oh man, I just went and I got all these books, and you have 50 books, but it's like, what do I do now? Well, and then you're like, okay, now you can go to Google or you can go to Facebook groups, because Facebook groups are key, man. Like you gotta have a community. You guys gotta have these groups because they help me crazy. When I didn't know something, I'm like, ooh, I'm stuck. And you like give your little Google search, and it's like, I don't really want to read. So, yeah, that's a lot. And then you just go to your Facebook group, and then you're like, hey, I don't know what to do for this. I'm having this problem. And then people will be like, hey, man, yeah, just try this. Just do this. Oh, this is good software, right? And that's something with the Amazon community. They're pretty helpful, like, especially when you're starting out and when they're starting out. And then there's like that progression where it's like you're the dude asking questions a whole bunch, and then you transition to like, oh, I can answer that, and then you just start helping other people, which is really cool. Cause like, I don't know, I was in their shoes, and when someone asks me a question that is relevant, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me help you. You just know how to ungate this. This is what you do. You need this. Here you go. But like, don't ask. This is something that I think people starting out really struggle with, is they just try to ask every question in the world. It's like it's not relevant, right? If you are okay, say you're like in school, right, and you are taking a class, like say science or something, and you're going over like your science stuff, and then this person in class is like, hey, I got a question, and then they start asking about like math, or they start asking about English or some other stuff. It's like, that's irrelevant. You don't need that. So I mean, you gotta do the work on your own, to a point, right? People don't want to help people that are lazy at the end of the day. Like it's totally true, especially once you start getting like your time gets taken up. Um, I'm kind of like I'm getting there where I'll get like a bunch of messages and all this, and people are asking me like the same questions. If you ask me a question that I'll totally help you. But if you are asking me something that's like just so basic and easy, it's like, ah. And if you don't follow me, I'm like, I got my wife and kids, right? Like, I can't take all the time to do all this. I can't do the work for you. And if you're that kind of person, I mean, I would not do this business, or really a business, because that just shows that, like, if you don't have that, what's going to happen, right? You need to do the work for yourself. That's another thing with those Facebook groups, too. You can use a search bar. there's a little magnifying glass. You just go up and you magnifying glass, and that's like the search. And it's like, say you have a question on software, and you're like, hey, what repricer should I use? And then that's not a question you're asking. That's like your search bar. And then it just comes up like, oh, repricer questions, or how do I use this feature, or how do I do this, or if I'm scanning this, like, what am I looking for? That's kind of it. I don't know where I'm going with this. Yeah, I really don't. So yeah, guys, there's a series. This is episode 1. And yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. I'm kind of really tired and just want to put something because I said I was going to, so I'm trying to be accountable. But like I said, I was super busy with the shipments and stuff. But maybe this is it for episode 1, right? Okay, let's recap. We'll do a recap so that we're on the same page. We're all gonna do this together, guys. Yeah, we're just gonna like start our Amazon businesses. So in 3 days, I did $346.60 collecting bottles. 10 hours, $34 an hour, walking to my neighbors' homes and asking them for bottles. And here's my bottle script. Super basic, super easy. Hi, my name's Brandon. I'm collecting bottles to raise money for a business I'm starting. Do you have any you would be willing to donate? That's literally all I did. And if they're like, yeah, I was like, wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here's my business card. And I have business cards. They have little QR codes to my Instagram and my LinkedIn. Or wait, no, Instagram and my YouTube. Oh my gosh, this is YouTube. Can I edit that? I don't know. No, I don't know how to do that either. But yeah, so it's just little QR codes for that. I have other business cards for like actual business stuff, but this is just my like social media ones. But yeah, that's it. And then like I just went to more houses. And then I went to the next one, and then yeah, that was $34 an hour, which is crazy. So $346 in bottles. $259.50 in buy cost. So that's my inventory cost. So that was my DVDs and books. Then my shipping to Amazon cost me $70.11. I estimate my shipping supplies is kind of on the high end. Didn't do much for this. The box is packed pretty nicely. $10. So I'm looking at a total spend this week of $339.61, which is leaving me with a grand total of $6.99, which is actually kind of crazy. Like I didn't even play with the numbers at all. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty good. Let's just stop here. And it worked out really good. So, yeah, we have $6.99. I can probably buy 3 more books, or I can go bottle collecting. So I'm gonna go bottle collecting. Yeah, that's it. Episode 1 done. The series of just making money on Amazon with no money, or if you have some money, then you can use some of your money. Right? Whatever you want to do, but it's really easy, and I'll show you guys how easy it is. So next week, not the same time, I don't know, Sunday morning or something. I'll try to like schedule this stuff too. I'm really bad at that, but it's something I'm working on. So yeah, organizing and time. Like if you look, it's just such a mess. I gotta clean up, I gotta organize, I gotta time, schedule. Because I think this will be helpful for people. I hope it's helpful for. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, that was so weird. I kind of have like weird chipmunks sneezes. I don't know. Like, and I usually sneeze a lot, but that was not a lot. But yeah, guys. Next week. We'll see if we got our inventory in. We'll see how much more money we got.
See what else we got for shipments. So $6.99. Patty's World FBA. Yeah, challenge, series, episode 1, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna go now because I'm embarrassing myself, but I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay. All right, guys.
Hopefully I didn't scare you off, or like maybe you just joined for the second one and see that one, because yeah, this is okay. I'm just out of here. Bye.